Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great Monday. Today I want to show you how I made my tortilla warmer. If you've ever ate a taco, this is what that's for, the tortilla. um, a lot of my mom's friends have this, and my mom has a bunch of these too. So basically when she's done with heating the tortillas in the comal, she inserts them in here so they can stay warm throughout the process of us eating food. So let's go on and see how I made this. I am currently working with fabric scraps, so I will be using the Pikachu as my fashion fabric and the pink as my lining fabric. In order to get a full circle pattern, I used a piece of cardboard and made my own pattern. You could always use heavy duty paper, but I prefer the cardboard because it's much steady. Okay, so you might judge me right now, but I'm using a pan because I don't have any circle plates. I only have square ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and trace this pan over the cardboard to get a full neat circle. And I believe this is a 10 or 11 inch pan, so I think it's perfect for the size I want. Okay, move the pan away, and I filled in the lines that were too light and then started cutting. Alright, so now I'm prepping so I can go ahead and cut the pattern. So my Pikachu fabric is facing upward, and then I have my pink lining on top of that. I almost did forget to put the batting, but I fixed it. So yes, Pikachu, pink lining, and then the batting on top. I made sure all my fabrics were positioned so I can go ahead and mark the pattern. Once I was done tracing one side, I went ahead and put some pattern weights on top so my fabric wouldn't move when I was tracing the other side of it. This fabric marker tends to fade very fast, so I always try to go back in and make it a little darker so I know where exactly to cut. Again, it's always important to use pattern weights so when I start cutting, my fabric doesn't move away, and then it might end up looking not so even from the sides. That's why it's important. Hopped to the machine, and now I'm sewing at a quarter seam allowance. I made sure to backstitch before continuing the full circle. And before I hit the full circle, I made sure to leave a 1-inch opening so I could turn the fabric inside out. Remember the 1-inch opening I left earlier? Well, I'm going to close that now by using the top stitch. And if you do want to make a quilting design on the fabrics, then this is the chance to do it. Instead of just closing the 1-inch opening, I'm going around the whole opening so I can do a top stitch and make it look much tidy. It's not necessary because I still need to attach the two fabrics together and stitch them anyway, but I want the edges to be nice. Alright, it's time to stitch them together, but first you have to put the fabrics facing wrong sides together, and then you want to go ahead and fold the entire thing and then mark the center of the circle. That way it will be easier to find the start and the finish of the half circle. As you can see, I'm not pinning all around, I'm just pinning the half circle as well. I'm using a 1/4 seam allowance for this stitch. Ta-da! Now I will cut the excess thread and then give it another final press. After the final press, it should look nice and neat, and I would recommend pre-washing the fabric so when you stitch it up, you're able to use it right away.